Good morning, YouTube. I'm here at the spot, the iconic southern terminus to the Appalachian Trail. It's very, very cold. There's nobody here. It's a Sunday morning, about 9 o'clock, and beautiful weather again today. I'll try to show you that. Sunny skies, very, very windy, very, very cold. Had a good night. I actually camped a couple of miles down the trail, so kind of already hiked a little bit of it, which is why I don't have my backpack right now. The first friend I've made on the trail, Marshmallow from Kentucky, he's at the shelter still packing his stuff up, so he let me leave my pack there to watch it while I came back up here to start. So this is my official start, my official day one of the Appalachian Trail. Got a 2,194.3 miles to go. So it's going to be a long, hard struggle, I know, but I'm excited for it. Excited to see how far I get. I may fall going down the ice here in a second. I may make it 2,000 miles. I may make it 20 miles. I don't know. The fact that I don't know is kind of exciting. So anyway, I will get back with you guys later on. I'm headed back down the trail. Well, YouTube, I'm a couple of miles from camp on day one of the Appalachian Trail, and I'm already facing some adversity. Had a good day yesterday on the approach trail, but today has gone awry in just a couple of minor ways. I saw somebody post the other day that they had made it over 1,000 miles without pooping in the woods. And I thought to myself, that's a great goal. I'm going to try to top that. Really thought I could. I'm pretty good at quote unquote holding it. And anyway, just a little while ago, I could not hold it. Like it was, long story short, I took my first poop in the woods. It's quite a humbling experience. Still got it. Went okay. You know, if I was going to rate it like quicksand would a picnic table, I would rate it like, maybe a 4. Still got a little maintenance to do when I get back to camp. And if that wasn't enough, I just got off trail on day one. Probably hiked about a mile downhill, which was great. I didn't question it because it was downhill and it was smooth sailing. And then I got to a major water crossing, and I was like, this doesn't seem right. I haven't heard anybody talking about this. I mean, it was like 3 feet deep and about 50 feet across with no rocks. So then I went to Gut Hook, which is what you do. You tend to look at Gut Hook more when you got to do something hard as opposed to when it's going well. So anyway, I had to hike a long way back uphill to get here back on trail. So I'm back here about 1.5 miles from the campsite. Going pretty well so far. I'm gonna try to keep it real with you guys, YouTube, if that's what you want me to call you. I always try to keep it real, which is kind of why I was hesitant about doing a YouTube channel. Is my Facebook followers will tell you, I try to keep it real, as they say. So anyway, it's going pretty good. Nothing I can't handle. Probably good to have things like this happen on day one before I have worse problems. So have met the most amazing people. Like I know every YouTuber that hikes this trail says this, but like already in the first couple of days, like every hiker you run across that realizes you're a thru hiker and they wish you well. I mean, I had a guy literally stand on the side of the trail and clap as I walked by, like I was in a parade. And I was like, "Come on, dude! I just started like today. Like this is too much. I've not earned this." But anyway, it's just pretty awesome. People trying to give me stuff, and I'm like, I just started. I don't need anything, but I really appreciate it. So anyway, I'm looking forward to this. This is gonna be pretty awesome. I think I've been planning for it for so long. I can't believe I'm finally really out here. Not a woodsy kind of guy. The other thru hiker I met this morning, he's an Eagle Scout, so I think he will do well. So hopefully I'll do well. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. Like I said, that's kind of what I like about it, the unknown. Kind of seeing how things are going to turn out. So anyway, I'll get back with you guys a little later. I'm trying to get to Hawk Mountain Shelter. I thought about going farther until I took that long cut, if you will. So more than likely staying at Hawk Mountain Shelter tonight. First night in a tent by myself in the woods went pretty well. I stayed at a shelter, but like the farthest campsite away. So I mean, it was good. Probably 150 yards from the shelter. And the guy that stayed in there said he had 3 or 4 mice in there to deal with. So I was kind of trying to avoid that. So maybe it was a good thing. But my gear is working out pretty good so far. I stayed warm sleeping, staying warm hiking. Love my clothing that I'm wearing. Really, it's the time when you're not hiking and time when you're not sleeping that I got to kind of work on. It's hard just trying to stay warm and trying to find something to do when you start early like this, which this is what I chose to do. I told myself thought I could deal better with the cold than the heat, but with so little daylight, you end up, going to sleep in your tent at 6 and not getting up till like 6. So 12 straight hours in a tent is a long time, especially since it is really hard to sleep. But I know that'll get better as I just wear myself out. I'll just probably sleep whether I want to or not. So anyway, appreciate you guys following along. I'll say this again, and then I promise I won't say it anymore. This is YouTube is new to me, so if I'm making any mistakes, maybe post in the comments. I think that's what people do. And I'll get back with y'all a little later. Good morning, YouTube. It's day 2 on the Appalachian Trail. Sorry I didn't get with you guys last night when I got to the Hawk Mountain Shelter, but it was cold and about to get dark, so I tried to get camped out pretty quick. Camped with a cool guy named Catfish from Texas. He's actually hiking behind me, and we may stay together at a hostel tonight above the clouds, which is highly rated. There's a nice view behind me of a good campsite we could have stayed at. Speaking of Catfish, there he is. You want to say hello to YouTube, Catfish?
Hello, YouTube.
Nice.
How's it going?
He's an Astros fan, but we're going to let him by. I know we're a lot of Brave country I'm talking to, so. But anyway, Catfish, what do you think about this spot? We should have stayed there. It's nice, right?
Yeah, right.
It's got a nice view.
I was ready to get to that shelter yesterday.
Yeah, true that, true that. It's our first couple of days, so it's kind of a struggle when you're first starting out, especially with cold temperatures. But it was a little warmer last night. My water didn't freeze, so I think we were like just above freezing. So.
Also, I don't think our fire would have been good.
Yeah, true that. Everything's a struggle when it's cold and wet. So anyway, just want to say good morning to you guys. I'll get back with you after a while. We're climbing some hard hills, so hiker hunger's
Getting the
hitting.
beer too, save the way.
Hiker hunger's hitting catfish a little bit, so he's eating some ramen like raw. I never seen anything like it. I'm starting to question if I should be hiking with this guy or not. We'll catch up with y'all later. Climbing mountains is really hard, but you are rewarded with some really good views. It's fairly clear today. It's cool and breezy. Really perfect hiking weather. Can't complain about that at all. So I think we're headed a few more miles, and I think we're going to stay at Above the Clouds Hostel tonight. Had not really planned on getting off trail that soon, but like every person I run across, whether it be a shuttle driver or a trail angel or a trail maintenance person, they all say you have to stay there. It's the very best hostel. So I think me and Catfish are going to try to stay there tonight, get a shower, get our clothes clean. I'm going to try to work on uploading some of these videos if I can figure out the app. So hopefully I'll have some content out to you guys soon. Obviously, if you're seeing this now, it's already out there. So I'll check back with you later. Catfish and I agree both that this is one of the nicest, most beautiful parts of the trail we've seen. Probably also related to the fact that it wasn't straight uphill like the earlier parts. I had to cross the water right there. Got feet a little bit wet, but not too bad. Catfish is taking his shoes off and putting on his camp shoes. I do not have camp shoes. That's why I did not do that. I may have to pick some up at some point. Catfish making his way across. Successfully. Would have been a little bit tougher probably a couple days ago. We heard a lot of people saying it was tough because they got like 4 inches of rain here like Thursday and Friday.